Quick question. Can anybody hear me? I'm trying to figure out how the functionality of some of this stuff works. Does anybody hear me? Okay. Well, let's transition over and get the camera on then. Hello. Thanks for popping in, Siren. First thing I want to say is anybody in here, of course, Big Flip is on streaming right now. It's my Big Flip mouse pad. So anybody that is interested in coin roll hunting, he is still doing the coin roll hunting over there. And let's get that off. Transition. We're going to go without the chat box tonight. Alrighty. So, I just wanted to pop on for a little while tonight and talk about some coins. Talk about some stuff as far as upcoming streams. A little bit of news about the channel. And so I decided to pop on for a little bit. I did not want to interrupt Big Flip's live stream, but about an hour and a half ago he said he was only going to be on for a half hour. So when I scheduled it for this time, figuring he'd be done by now. But he got a couple more donations, so he's still on. So anybody that's interested in coin roll hunting, pop over to Big Flips while he's still on. Probably doing a free giveaway, stuff like that. But in the meantime, I'll be just hanging out here for a little bit and talking about coins with anybody who's interested. Talking about my channel a little bit and some other stuff like that. So I got a penny underneath the microscope, which is not all that exciting, except for I got that in change from a store today. 1944 S sweet penny. Just wanted to got some change from the store, and that 44S was in there, which I thought was pretty cool. Siren Silver Stash, I'm working on finding someone to give me a hand for the next couple weeks, but my dad will be home. Well, not home, but he'll be up. His home's pretty much in Florida now, but he'll be up to New York. Let's see. Probably about a month and a half. And he's going to help me out through the summer. So, that'll help. And, yeah, just, I think Cullinell is going to come up one Saturday and do a live stream with me, guest host it type of deal. And so yeah, so got that going on. One thing I did want to mention to anybody that watches this during playback is there will be no more Morgan polls. Probably a lot of you have heard what happened with Mel's Coin Corner. And everything's just too close to being a problem that I'm not going to take a chance. And so we are going to leave it at that. But other than that, I did want to say there will be no more Morgan pulls. We're just going to do the coin roll hunting and the auctions on Wednesday. So I have an auction upcoming on Wednesday, which I think will be fun. I'm going to have some cool stuff again, and I'm hoping that we get a decent little crowd for that. Holy moly, I've been working on stuff for shipping for pretty much Big Flip's whole stream. And I don't want to show any addresses, so I don't want to move them around or anything, but this is the most shipping that I've had, and that's not even all of it. I'm going to show you guys real quick. This is one other package that has to go out. This whole thing. But I don't have any priority boxes, so I'm going to have to get a couple priority boxes. And in the morning, and then I did get labels made up and stuff like that, so I'll just have to get them ready. Hey Mel, how are you doing? Really sorry to hear about all the problems that you had today. Awful situation. I'm a little stunned that they didn't at the very least give you a heads up or a warning or something like that. Awful. But there are other services out there, so we'll figure something out. I'm gonna set up a Google Pay account tomorrow, and so if I want to participate in your auctions, or you want to participate in anything I'm doing, we'll have that to work with. Hey Brian, how are you doing, Brian? We're not doing too much of it's not anything special tonight, just doing a coin roll or a coin chat for a little bit. Popped on to talk about coins and talk about my channel a little bit and some of the upcoming live streams that I'll be doing, and answer any questions. Had a lot of questions during the live stream. And one thing I definitely decided I wanted to do was to pop on every once in a while and just spend an hour or so hanging out with people and catching up on things. And yeah, Mel's Coin Corner, I definitely understand. And like I said, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know, my friend. He just had a kind of a goofy situation today, Brian. Okay. So anyhow, until we get a few people in here and maybe get some questions or anything like that, one thing I did want to do is show you guys a little bit of what's been my biggest collection lately. And I've showed some of this stuff before, but this is kind of what I've been focused on collection-wise in the recent... oh, hey. I just found a half ounce of silver I didn't even know I had. I thought I was out of those. Cool. So, yeah, I've been focusing lately. Oh, geez, I'm sorry to hear that, Brian. Awful, awful, awful. Part of life, I'm afraid, but... And I am dead broke. I'm sorry to hear that, too. Yeah, I have been there, my friend. And, I'm not a rich person now, by any means, believe me. But, yeah, I've definitely been where I've had a lot of difficulties. So, yeah, these things I want to show you. This is what I've been working on a lot lately. This is my foreign silver collection, and it's starting to get pretty decent. I have a bunch of other stuff that is Brian, are we all? Yeah. Oh no. I have a bunch of other stuff that I haven't gotten in flips, and I'm starting to try to catalog things, and I'll show you guys a little bit of what I mean. So this one, for example, is a coin from Spain, and it's a 1870, and there's different versions of it. And so the 73 definitely means something. I believe that this coin, maybe they left the same date on it while they were minting it for a few years. And if I remember right, there's actually, maybe I can see on here. I think there's a little 73 on one of the stars or something. Oh yeah, there you go. 18 on that one, and I bet, yeah, that one says 73. So I believe this was actually minted in 1873, but it still had the 1870 date on it. And so I've been putting on the one corner the date and mint mark, the other one over here the country, and down here the denomination, and then in the last corner the purity of silver and the ASW, which I believe means, well, it's something silver weight for sure. Approximate silver weight. Adjusted? I don't know. Something like that. But they, the coins pretty much, it's basically, so this would be like over a 10th ounce of silver, but less than 15%. And also there's on the back, I've been putting, this is the KM number, which if you look it up on the NGC website. Have a good night, Brian. Thank you for stopping in. If you look it up like on the NGC website, and I think that there's a world coin book that also uses the KM number. Maybe that's where NGC got it from. So anyhow, I'm starting to try to catalog my foreign, and some of it I have done. Some of this stuff was already in flips, and so I haven't gotten everything done. And like here's one that I started before my current system, so I did put it in a flip, but I didn't have everything on it. But that's a 1863 1 lira from Italy. And there's one that's done right from Poland, but no KM number. So anyhow, this box here is when I started last night. I just went through and made sure that they were all cataloged the way that I wanted. And a good portion of these are already that way too, but I have to do a little bit more work on them. So then this is a cool coin. Check this out, you guys. This is one that I found, and this is from Austria, and it's 10 Kreutzer from 1872. Look at the detail on this coin. For a coin from 1872, this thing is amazing. Unfortunately, the black that you see is not just it's not just toning. It's like a little bit of gook or something. So this coin is probably worth quite a bit of money, but I think I need to get this one like professionally conserved. So this one may go to NGC and then go to the NGC conservation deal, but we'll see. That gets expensive between the grading and the conserving and all that, so I don't know for sure if I'm going to do that, but still a cool coin. I got some big old hunks of silver in here. There's an old Mexican one. Well, yeah, these are all silver coins. I got a bunch of other foreign that is not silver. These are cool, actually. I got these two coins from a flea market. And they say Czechoslovakia and third, which I think means like the third empire or something. but they were like commemoratives from Czechoslovakia, and they're both in fantastic condition. And when I got them, the guy told me they're not silver. You know, they were just in a bin with a bunch of other stuff, and I think I paid 50 cents a piece for them. And then I ended up finding out that actually they are silver, which was pretty stunning. I don't remember the silver weight, but I will get these recatalogued so that I'll know. But yeah, that was 2 coins that I got an awesome deal on, because the silver weight alone, if I remember right, was like $4 or $5 a piece, and I got them for 50 cents. So anyhow, how are you guys doing tonight? Anybody have any questions? Any kind of coin related questions or anything you want to see or anything like that? This thing don't want to focus because I got too much stuff in the background. I'm gonna take some of this stuff out of here. Holy cow, these are heavy. Oof. That is a lot of shipping to go out tomorrow. So yeah, that seems better. There we go. My camera is funny, so I think I'm going to have to buy a new camera. I may go out and buy one this week, because it froze up on me during a stream a couple weeks ago, and it actually froze up before the stream today. And I was able to get out of the OBS and unplug it and put it into a different USB port, and it popped back on, but it's still a goofy thing. So anyhow, I see there's 4 people in here. I think I've only seen 3 talk, so if anybody is in here and wants to say hello. And again, if anybody has any questions or anything. Oh, I know what I can show you guys. I showed this stuff at the end of my stream, but these are a couple things that I've gotten ready for the auction that I'm going to do on Wednesday. Anywho, leave that out there. Like I said, guys, Big Flip's still streaming, so I will not feel bad if anybody pops back over there. I just didn't want to wait forever. I wanted to get on for a little bit tonight and have a little bit of a chat. I know the pizza guy had popped in and had some questions, and I was kind of hoping maybe we'd see him tonight while I'm not trying to stream, so I can easily answer some questions. Is what I can, anyhow. I'm certainly not an expert or a professional, but I'm getting better. So this is some stuff that I showed at the end of my stream. It was in like a junk sterling silver box, and I kind of rescued it. Not, the most exciting things, but they're cool, man. This bracelet, if I had a little wrist, I actually think I'd wear this thing. But it ain't fitting on my wrist. Way too little. But it's got this pull pin clasp. We pull this pin out, and then it opens up. And yeah, that's going to be on the auction on Wednesday. I don't expect it to go for too much over the price of silver, but I'd rather see it on somebody's wrist than get melted down. It's, there's so much work went into this thing. At some point, somebody, spent a lot of time making this, and I don't know how old it is. I have no way of knowing. But I just hate to see it get melted down, so. And then this one I found out a little bit about. This is a made in Mexico. And there's a maker's mark on it that is CII. And it's a Nice little bracelet, bangle bracelet. And, you know, nothing wrong with it. Hate to see it get melted. This is a little locket. It's like a Bible that you can put a picture in. Put it on a chain. And then the last thing I grabbed is this. The locket was there, and I'll show you guys. It's sterling silver locket, and the front is like not solid, but the back is solid. And it opens up. Little locket. So anyhow, it wasn't on this bracelet, but I thought it kind of looked nice with the bracelet. So I think I'm just going to put those together. The little bracelet and that. So anyhow, there's some things I rescued from the sterling silver junk box, and we'll throw them in the auction, see what happens. Better than getting melted down. And of course, we're not on jewelry chat with Shibby Robs, so we better get some coins out. So this is one thing that I'll have in the auction on Wednesday, and that is an 18. Oops, let's move this a little bit. Still not working. How about if we do this? There we go. Yeah, there we go. 1866, 3-cent nickel, and it is in pretty nice shape. I think that might be. Oh, where's my magnifier? Oh no, I think my magnifier's downstairs. Oh well. Well, anyhow, I think there might be a die crack in this one. And I think that might be what you see over there between the E and the A of America. I'm not positive, though. I'll have to look at it better with the magnifier. But yes, 3-cent nickel. And the two outer columns have quite a bit of their lines left. And even the middle one, there's a little bit at the top. So it's a pretty nice condition. So that's going to be in the auction. And I'll show you guys another coin that I think is pretty awesome. This one, I bought a collection, and it had a bunch of Indian heads in it. And most of them were just like average G4 Indian heads. Except for this thing. Look at this Indian head. Holy moly. To 1893. And it's got some marks on it here and there. But like, I don't know if you guys that are in here know or not, but like, this thing's got a full Liberty on the headband, obviously. That's easy to see. And you can see all 4 diamonds in the God dang it. I got a little weight that holds my microscope so it doesn't move around too much, and it's messing with the flip. But yeah, see all 4 diamonds there in the I guess ribbon that comes down from the headband, and that's kind of a big deal for higher grade Indians. It's, you know, like I said, it's not perfect, but it's got a little marking over here, a little spot. Not sure what happened there, but yeah, every other penny in the whole thing in the collection was like just a regular G4, you know, average old Indian head penny. And then I took a look at that thing and I said, holy cow, couldn't believe I could see all 4 diamonds in it. So that's a couple things that have gotten out so far. The only thing I've thought about, but I haven't decided totally, is I have this 1979 proof set. And there's 2 types on the 79 proof set. And this one has the Type 1S, and it has the Type 1S on every single coin. And I think this one is even a Type 1S inverted on the quarter. So it's a pretty awesome set. And with the Type 1S, each one of these coins are worth a decent amount. And I thought about cracking it out and sending them in to get graded. But I don't know, I may sell this set as a whole. I haven't decided yet. It does have a crack in it right here. That's the main reason that I'm not going to keep the set permanently just as a set. What's book value on the Indian head penny? You know, it's really not all that much, Mel, because it's not like a key date or anything like that. But I got another book downstairs that's like a dealer book, a gray sheet. I have the red book sitting right here though, so I'll take a peek at that first. Yeah, I thought about it, but Siren, I got so much stuff to send off. I don't know. It'll be a while before I get to it. I don't know for sure what I'm gonna do. So 1893. If it's in mint state, it's $85, which that coin would be in mint state if it didn't have the marks on it. In AU50, it goes all the way down to $27, which, I mean, what the penny is it's an MS something, probably 64 or 65, but it's going to be a details coin because it's got marks on it, so it'd be uncirculated details, and they won't give it a number, so it'd just say uncirculated details. And usually, if you get a details grade, you go down a grade, and that's about where the value is. And this says 27 at AU50, which is actually down like a couple grades because there's AU50, 53, and 58. But so I don't know. My guess is its actual value is probably somewhere around $25 to $30. I'll probably be starting it off in the auction for somewhere around 15, something like that, and see what happens. Definitely put it lower than its value. I'm gonna go downstairs real quick and grab my other price guide, and I'm gonna grab a couple other things to show you guys. I'll be right back in 1 second. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, some other people popped in. Big Flip get done streaming? Hi, guys. Hey, Mischief. Silver Life. How you doing, Silver Life? Salvador Sanchez. Hey, guys. I was just doing a little bit of a coin chat over here tonight. Nothing special. Showing a little bit of some things that I got going on in upcoming live streams and stuff like that. And I was just telling some of the people that were here about this 79 mint set, or proof set. And it's all the type 1, or excuse me, type 2 mint marks, which are the more valuable ones. And it's got a little crack down here in the set, so I'm thinking about sending some stuff in. Hey Flipside, how are you doing? So anyhow, Mel had asked about an Indian head penny that I probably will be putting up for auction on my auction Wednesday, and I'll show you guys. That's the Indian head penny there. It's got some spots on it and whatnot, but it's like a full Liberty 4 diamond. Beautiful Indian head penny. You see on the ribbon there? You can see all 4 diamonds, guys. It's gorgeous. So I was just telling Mel that I would look up about what the value is. And let's see. And yeah, Mel, if you're still here, Mel, the wholesale book, the dealer's price guide, the gray sheet's pretty close to the same as the red book on that coin in that grade. So, hey Zeke, how's it doing? Or how's it going? Yeah, how's it doing? You guys are awesome. Thank you guys all for popping in. I appreciate it. Just chatting about coins a little bit and giving some people some information. It's coming up about upcoming live streams. Let me catch up with the chat. I know there's a couple people that I missed that I want to say hello to. So, hey, the pizza guy. Hey, the pizza guy. How are you doing? One of the reasons I had this chat tonight was because I'm going to answer some questions about coins if I can to help people out. And this would be the perfect time if you have any questions, my friend. Lost our volume. Oh no. He is working on it now. Hope you figure that out, Flipside. Hey Zeke M, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. You guys are awesome. Silver keys. So I got a ton of shipping that's going out tomorrow. And I've been working on that while Big Flip was streaming tonight, and I got most of that done, and so I popped on. So I had just run downstairs. I was telling Buttons, Siren, Silver Stash, that I was going to, I was thinking about cracking some of these coins out, well, all the coins out, and sending some to be graded, because it's a 79 proof set with the Type 2, which is the more valuable mint marks, and the $50 is in pretty stellar shape, and so is the Susan B. Not doing an auction tonight, Zeke. I am doing an auction Wednesday at, let's see, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will have a couple slabbed coins, and I will try to have something slabbed in old. I do take requests on what I'm trying to get for the auction, so I'll see what I can do, my friend. If you get a chance Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, pop in and check it out. Hey Big Flip, how's it going? Awesome to see you in here. So anyhow, what I had mentioned something about it, and I was telling Siren that I already have so many coins that need to be sent out, and I was going to show you guys a couple of them that are going to be sent out for grading very soon here. And this is the first one that I'm definitely sending out. And this one is an 1834 cat bust $50. It's hard to see with that. Too much going on. Let's try this. So it's a cat bust, $50, 1834. And it's got like some blue and purplish toning in it. Really pretty. Okay, let's see. Auction is Wednesday at 6 p.m. So, okay, heading to bed. Good night. Have a great stream. Good night, Flipside. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. Silver Keys is also heading to bed. Good night, Silver Keys. Thank you for popping in. You are awesome, and I'm looking forward to hearing some ukulele stuff. Do you have videos up yet? I think you said you might. I'll have to check it out. So yeah, so this is getting sent out because I ended up finding out that this is an Overton variety for 1834. And originally I wasn't going to send it out because of this up here on the E pluribus unum. But then I found out that that is part of the die variety for the Overton. It's 114, Overton 114 for 1834. And so consequently, it helps out the grade because that's not wear. It's actually part of the die. And also, it being a variety, it definitely helps the value. So that's one that's getting sent out. And then I had on my stream a bunch of these, but this one is getting sent out. It's got a lot of hit marks, but it's really pretty. The toning on it all around. And it's a 1890. I don't think it'll grade all that high, maybe 61, maybe 62. But it's a really beautiful coin. And I think I plan on keeping it, in my permanent collection. But just, oh, yeah, there's some toning over there. The deep purple. Really pretty coin. So that's one that's getting sent out just because I want it in a holder, because it's going to be part of my permanent collection. So that's one. Salvador Sanchez, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good night over at Big Flips tonight. Sorry if I missed anything. And hope to see you soon. Thanks for popping in. The pizza guy. I have a Cumberland Island quarter with an extra piece on the wingtip. Who do I send it to and have it checked? Well, the first thing is, pizza guy, there are already a lot of different things that are already attributed. So your first thing that you would want to do is to do a lot of research and see if you can find where it's already been attributed. And then the second thing is, generally, if it's got an extra piece, that's what's called a die chip. And there are a lot of coins with die chips, and they don't generally attribute those. They are worth a little bit of money, but they don't generally attribute them. Shibby Rob, what do you think the value of a 1963 50 cents Canadian uncirculated? That is a tough question, Siren, and I don't have any books about Canadian, but I do have a friend who does. So I'm going to write that down. 50 cents Canadian. So, Siren, next time we do a coin chat live stream, pop in and ask again, and I will have an answer for you. That's part of what I want to do with these coin chat live streams. So, yeah, I got that written down. I have a friend I can get some information from. He's kind of a Canadian expert. And I'll find out, a basic idea of what it's worth for you. ZChem says sell something. I'm good and buzzed and borderline drunk. Do it. What kind of stuff are you interested in, Zeke? I don't have any slabs around that I would part with, I don't think. Could I send them to you? You mean the $50 siren? To like, I'm not sure what you mean. To like get them graded? So I'll show you guys. Yes. I mean, yeah, like I'd be happy to send them out if they're worth grading. Let me find out an approximate value before you send anything. We don't want to waste the shipping money. But let me check out what they're worth. And if it's worth it, yeah, you can send them out and I'd be happy. Oh, no, not graded. Just want to check them out. That's cool. It's up to you. Well, I'll show you. Speaking of Canadian, this is one that I gotta send out. I've showed people this one before, but this is a quarter, Canadian quarter. And this one, I think, is a pretty high grade. And it is an 1881 25 cents. And this quarter is, oh, it's got an H on it too. It's 1881H. Yeah, if you want to, Siren. So I did some research on this after I bought this one. Well, I did a little bit of research before I bought it. But this one, if it comes back graded as very fine, then I will be ahead between what I have to pay for the grading and what I paid for the coin. And this one I think may go as high as AU, and there's pretty huge jumps in there. So this one I'm going to keep if it comes back as a VF, but if it comes back at AU, I'm probably going to have to sell it because it's just worth too much and it would help me out. So that's another one I got to get graded. And then here's a couple more that are getting graded. And these are from a mint set that was partially ruined. And this is in 1958 Ben Franklin. And it's hard to see on this camera, guys, but the toning on this thing is amazing. It's still got all its luster. It's got full bell lines, and it's got rainbow toning. All see, oh, you guys see that? So pretty. So this one, it may be worth a decent amount because of the grade, because I think it'll grade pretty high. But with that toning, it's just amazing. So that's the $50. And then there was 5 coins that were salvageable and very nice. And I actually auctioned them off, and they belong to New Marshall in town now. And out of the other 5 from Philadelphia that I got in the set, some of them were ruined, but the 2 that were good were the Ben, and then this is the star of the show, guys. This quarter is absolutely amazing. It is just monster toned. Super good strike for a 1958. Oh, look at that. This one is awesome. Full mint luster. Like this one, you guys, you can see the, you can see the full luster in the coin, even with all the toning. It's crazy cool. So that's getting graded too. So anyhow, that's 5 of them. Plus I'm sending out my 2019 W proof penny that came with the proof set. I have some 69 1969 and 1970 proof sets that some of them have coins that have a cameo or deep cameo, and I'm sending some of that out. And yeah. So anyhow, that's what I'm thinking about as far as sending stuff out. But yeah. Zeke, anything in particular you want, buddy? I'm down to sell something. I don't mind. But not sure what you'd be interested in, my friend. So, what did I do with that penny? I don't want to lose that. Oh, there it is. All right. So, anybody got any questions? Everything working all right with the stream? I was saying earlier my camera was goofy. I think it's okay now, but I think I'm going to get another camera just in case. This one may be getting ready to go. I don't know. It's froze up on me twice now. I'll show you the one thing that's probably going to be up Wednesday for sale that I think I showed this before everybody that was at Big Flips popped over. It's not in a slab, but it's something old. The 1866 3-cent nickel. And that's the back of it. A little bit of wear on the middle pillar, but still quite a bit of the lines on the outside too. It's pretty nice. Oops. So Siren, is there anything in particular that you collect? Or do you just kinda like to get a bunch of silver, or? I've kind of wondered that all the time and really haven't had a lot of time to talk, so I am curious. Oh, I didn't even see that. Streamlabs says, thank you for subscribing, Salvador Sanchez. Awesome. Another subscriber doesn't hurt. Hi, Maya's Coins. How are you doing? I just got on for a little while tonight and popped on and chatting about some coins and stuff. Answering questions if I can. And Siren says, I buy silver. Just like more of a stacker type deal. I was pretty much stacking silver, but since I started doing live streams, I buy jewelry 925. Hey, I happen to have some of that, you know. Check me out Wednesday. And gold. Cool. I may have some other jewelry too. I was talking to my buddy. He's getting ready to send some stuff out to the refinery. And I had mentioned to him, I don't know for sure if people would be interested in jewelry on my channel, because, you know, it's a coin roll hunting channel originally. But some of the stuff that he has, that he's like, you know, sitting around with a pair of pliers cutting diamonds and sapphires and stuff out of so he can sell it for scrap gold. So I may have some cool stuff. I'm going to talk to him a little bit about it and see where we're going, but sweet. Did you see the gold coin I found? I wanted to know how it's worth with the hole in it. Holy moly, I did not see that, Maya. That's pretty awesome though. Can you tell me what kind of coin it is? I haven't seen anything about it yet. If you have like a video on your channel, I'll go over and check that out when I'm done streaming. But Yeah, I went into his shop. Actually, when I bought this stuff from him, I went into his shop and he had a little pair of pliers and he was pulling stones out of something because it was 925 silver that he's sending out to get refined. And I was like, man, you're just ruining stuff. Yeah, with the hole in it, more than likely that's all that it's going to be worth is the gold weight. But if it's, there are certain coins or other things that, yes, I have a video, but let me check it out. Yeah, let's see. I wonder if I can. Hold on one second, guys. For just a minute, I'm not going to be able to see the chat. So let's see. What the heck? Well, first of all, I don't know what that's all about, but for some reason I was not even subscribed to you, Maya. Which I know I was before. But I got you back sub now. Wow. Yeah, I just went over to your video. For some reason, I wasn't subscribed to your channel. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm subscribed now. Again. And, I saw the coin, and that definitely looks like a real coin. Let's see. YouTube's being goofy on me now. It doesn't want to. Yeah. Should I do the same with my guy? I buy brooches from him, and he looks for items that I want. That's awesome. Super cool. Yeah, unfortunately, for sure, the whole. Oh, there you go. And it says Frank ILCIDG. I'm sure it must be French. It's got the same symbol on the back as the Thaler, the Maria Theresia Thaler has that same shield on the back with the two eagles and the crown at the top. And it's kind of in the same place. It's from 1915, so probably I would say, Maya, that that's definitely going to have some value above the gold value, uh, just because it's a cool old coin and the hole is not like huge and obtrusive. It's like if you're going to have a hole in a coin, it's like, you know, very small and nicely placed. So yeah, that's a nice little pickup. Very cool. I'll see if I can find out any more about it, and if I can, I'll email you. I think I still have your email from when you won the giveaway. Um, or well, I mean, I don't have it, but I think it's still in my Gmail if I go and search. Yeah, I'll see if I can figure that out and let you know. Yeah, I do a lot of like, you know, researching foreign coins, trying to figure out what stuff is worth, you know, and what things are. And boy, foreign American coins are easy, guys. I don't. It's just my name at Gmail. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Like I don't know if you guys have checked it out at all, but like Germany in the 1800s and 1700s, it's like German states. So there's like Prussia and Bavaria and all these other little tiny things, and there's hundreds of different places that are making the same coin with little differences. And the one I was just talking about is a good example. The Thaler, which is Maria Theresia Thaler, it's 1780 is what's on the coin. But what happened with that coin was it was like a trade piece of silver. It's about the size of a silver dollar, and the Maria Theresia Thaler was such a popular trade piece, especially in the Middle East, in places like Saudi Arabia and stuff like that, that they kept making it after she died, but when she died, they stopped changing the date. So it was 1780 from then on, and they actually have minted that coin right up to like 10 years ago. I believe there was a mint that was making some of them in silver, and there's like hundreds of different versions of it. And they were made at like 20 or 30 different mints at different times, and then there's some that were um, counter stamped when they were minted because they were used as trade coins, but they put a counter stamp on them so that the people would know they came from Britain or France or China. The ones from China generally usually have chop marks on them and not a full counter stamp. But yeah, they were a huge trade dollar, just like kind of like the 8 reals was, and and actually the United States trade dollar got a good reputation as a uh, trustworthy piece of silver for trading as well. But yeah, that 1780 Maria Theresia Thaler is it's kind of a crazy coin, man. They made so many different versions, and yeah, yeah, there definitely is. I 100% agree. That's a lot of the reason why, like, I mean, with the United States coin, still, like, I have this 3 cent nickels from 1866. You know, like, who's held this coin in the last 180 almost years, or 100, not quite that much, 150 some years? You know, so many people have held this nickel, probably. It's crazy. But then, like, you know, this thing is in absolutely beautiful shape, like, hasn't been touched. And it's from 1872. And this comes from Austria, I think. Yeah, Austria. Like, how the heck did this get over here into my hands in that shape after 150 years. It's crazy to me, but somehow it has. One person had it, and then another person did, and then another person did. And like this particular one, they took care of it every time it changed hands, and so consequently I have a coin that's in, you know, practically uncirculated condition. And yeah, foreign silver's cool, man. I have a lot of it. It just, I have this box and I can just peek in here and pull something out and go, oh yeah, that coin is awesome. This one's a 1927 Canadian quarter, which is a good date, but it was hard to figure out the date because it's wiped off. But I sat with a microscope and looked and looked and looked, and I'm I still have a question mark on it because you can't see it that good, but I'm pretty certain it's 27. Oh yeah, I got this one too. This is a cool one that I picked up recently. This is one from Cuba, and it's 1932 20 centavos, and they made a lot of these over the years, but this one is actually a key date because they only made 184,000 of this coin in this year. So yeah, the 1932 Cuba 20 centavos happens to be a good one, which is awesome because I have one. Let's see, what else do I got? I got a lot from the UK. Oh, you know what I got? I'll show you guys something cool too. This is one thing that I got. Don't pay any attention to the price. Whoever wrote these stuff on here didn't know what they were talking about with stuff. And one of the main reasons I know that is because I'm pretty sure this is from Mexico and not Spain, if I remember right. But it's 2 reals. Well, maybe this one is from Spain. 1852. I like these, but I think this one is funny because like her face looks like a cartoon. I got an 8 reals, but it's downstairs in my safe in a different box. I actually had 2 of them at one time of the 8 reals, but I recently decided to let one go, and that one is now owned by CM Silver. He had actually asked me about it quite a long time ago when I was just showing off some coins I had bought that day. And, well, there we go. Is that the same one? Yeah, it is the same one. So, anyhow, I was talking to him before a stream recently, and he had said he had asked about it, and I said, you know what, I got another 8 reals, and I might be willing to let one go. And so for my coin roll hunt, the next time, I let him swap out. Where did that go? Swap out that 8 reals for one of the regular silver pulls. This is a cool one that I picked up recently, guys. This is one that is a British coin, and it's a 1873 British 3 pence, 3 pence, but I think they say threepence or threepence. But it's in really nice shape. Oh, this is the one with the die crack. Yeah, not the other coin. It's not that. Yeah, that's right. This is the one I was looking at with the die crack. But yeah, this one is from 1873. And it's in super good shape. And I believe I paid 50 cents for this coin, something like that, because I just bought it for the silver weight. And that one on NGC is like somewhere between 25 and 100, depending on the condition. So that was cool. That was a good pickup. Got some from, oh, here's a cool one. See, I love this foreign silver. So this is one that I picked up. It's actually worth a decent amount. It's a florin from New Zealand from 1942. But man, I don't know what kind of ugly bird that is. And it doesn't seem like that's the way a bird should look. But this coin is crazy, but it's from New Zealand. But yeah, that's actually worth a little bit with that crazy bird on it. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but... Where do you get the foreign coins? I get them anywhere I can. I have a local shop that I go to quite often, and he will sometimes have some foreign stuff out, and if I can, I'll buy it. And there's another guy in a shop about I think it's a dodo. Really? That's what a dodo bird is? Aren't they extinct? But anyhow, yeah, there's a shop about an hour away from me, and he has some foreign silver around sometimes. And then also, I have a friend who I met at flea market. He was selling some coins at a flea market, and he does a lot of buying collections. I think he buys, or like he advertises on Craigslist that he buys gold and silver and coins and collections and stuff. And he's not a fan really of silver, so if he ever has anything silver, a lot of times he'll call me and let me know. He's actually the one that I got that Canadian quarter from, among other things. I don't remember what I paid for the quarter exactly, but I know I spent like $150 that day because I bought a bunch. Night all works comes early. Hey, good night, Mel. Thanks for popping in, and yeah, it definitely does. I'm getting ready to sign out pretty soon here. I just wanted to get on for an hour, hour and a half, and but I'll definitely talk to you soon, and I'll figure out that Google Play deal or Google Pay. So yeah, I'll get that figured out. I may have to. Who knows what's going to happen with PayPal? I may be joining you pretty soon. I know I deleted half of the videos on my channel because I wasn't taking any chances. I don't know if it'll help, but they're gone. So anything that I was doing the polls in, I got rid of, and like I said, they're done for now. There'll only be auctions and coin roll hunts, and hopefully PayPal doesn't give me a problem, but you never know. A lot of crazy things going on lately, so who knows. But anyhow, yeah, I think I'm gonna probably call it a night. If anybody's got any questions before I go, let me know. And if anybody is in here and has gone to any of my streams and like I missed anything or messed anything up, I've gotten an email, and I did forget one thing on my live stream this week. I got a little flustered. There was a lot going on, and I was not doing well keeping up with things. And what kind of camera do I use? It's a Logitech, and I forget which one it is. but it's the one that has 1080p HD, and it's got microphones on the side. I don't see a model number on it or anything, but yeah, it's a Logitech. And I bought it at Walmart. But it's worked pretty good for me up until now. I do think I want to get another camera. Partly, yeah, it's a webcam. It is. But I want to get another camera partly because this one may be going bad. It's frozen up twice on me now. Thanks. I'm looking for a camera to do live streams with. Yeah, this is an excellent one to start with. Mischief. And like I said, I got it at Walmart. And I'll tell you the story of what happened. I did not plan on buying a webcam at Walmart. But I had looked online for a webcam, and I was trying to figure out where I was going to buy one from. And I wanted it to have a microphone, and I wanted it to have certain features. And so I kind of had an idea of what kind of camera I was looking for. So I had looked online, and I had a basic idea of pretty much how they ran. And I went up to Walmart, and there was a camera sitting there, and it's in a greenish box, green and black. And I picked it up to look at it, and it was everything I wanted. And the sign said, I think $31.99. So I was like, well, that's cheaper than the ones I've seen online that have the features that I'm looking for. And so anyhow, I took it up and I went to buy it. And when they rang it up, it came up like $65. And I said, oh man, I don't know what to do. Because that's twice of what I was thinking. And it's more than it would have costed for a similar camera online, I think. So anyhow, I went up to the service desk and I told the people there, I said, this camera, it said $31.99, and that's the reason that I bought it. And when I checked out, it came up 65. And so they actually sent somebody back and looked, and they had put all the cameras in the wrong place. Whoever had stocked the shelves, and so they ended up giving me the camera for $31.99. So I'm not telling you to do that, but it worked for me at Walmart because the camera was in the wrong spot. So anyhow, I got an awesome deal on it. Yeah. And the thing is, it's a good camera. It's worked well for me. And even if I get a new one, I'm going to keep this one as a backup camera. And I'm a little scared about getting a new one because I've just used the microphone on this camera while I've been live streaming. And it seems to have worked okay, but good night, Maya. Thanks for stopping in. I'm doing an auction on Wednesday if you're at all interested. It starts at 6 p.m. And I'll see if I can figure out anything about that coin, and if I can help you out at all, I'll email you. And so I used the microphone on the webcam, and it's worked pretty good since I've had it. Like I said, a couple times in the last month it's froze up though. So I don't know if it's just overheating or if it's starting to go bad or what, because it does get warm when I've been on a while. But anyhow, that's that. I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. Thank you guys very, very much for coming in here. I do appreciate it. I will say one last time, my upcoming streams are Wednesday. I'll be doing an auction at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Saturday I have my regular 2-box coin roll hunt, $50 coin roll hunt. And I'll be doing that Saturday. I do it every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I may possibly pop on Thursday later at night and do a quick coin roll hunt where I use this different format with the $20 donation, and I just use a wheel spin. So I may pop on late Thursday and do one with that set up and do one box at $50. We'll see what happens. But anyhow, thank you guys very much for being in here, Siren. I appreciate you. And thank you all for being in here. And I can't think of nothing else to say, so I guess that's it. And we'll see you next time. It'll be probably Wednesday at 6. Or probably I'll see you in Big Flip's channel tomorrow night, so I'll say hi in there. Alright guys, have a good night. I'm out of here.